What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Survival Craze series. Last episode, we were working on our enchants. Now, we got all of them enchanted. We have, don't wear it, not yet anyway. We got some pretty good enchants. Now, there's only one more set of things that we have to enchant. It's our tools. Our pickaxe is pretty well good. We don't need mending or efficiency. I don't know, I have that there. I think I was supposed to put on that one. But our sword, we're gonna have a lot more things. I already have them pretty well set of what I would want, and already basically seen how many levels it's going to take, plus an extra 200 if we could get the right book. That's going to be a little iffy, but we'll have to try and play that out whenever we can. So the first thing we're going to start enchanting is our sword. Now, the enchants we're going with are sharpness 5, which sharpness 4, I think there's a sharp 5 book. Yeah, there's a sharp 5. So we do need another sharp 4. We're going to do some fire aspect, just so if we find like animals or anything, we can just light them on fire and not have to worry. Yes, we got to deal about the ash type stuff, but oh well. We're going to put looting, mending, sweeping, and unbreaking. Obviously, we already have sweeping edge 3. We don't need to worry about that one. Okay, sweeping edge 3 is practically done. We don't have to worry about that. We just need unbreaking 3. Mending is already in. And then let's see if I have any unbreaking 3 books. I can't remember if I kept them or threw them away. Soul speed. Oh, sharp 4. Nice. I have a sharp 5 technically. All right, let me actually... I don't have levels. That was a bad thing. I didn't have enough levels. I would say I would need another XP farm, but honestly, this one already causes so much lag that I'm suffering. I'm actually going to turn this off real quick. We're going to see how much our durability is at. And if this thing is full, I'm so lost. Just a little bit. 560 of 561. Brother, it like uses nothing. I like it. Keep it going that way. Now, it would be a little bit more if I convert these into large chunks, which I could. Actually, speaking of that, I might be able to. Do I have any mechanical crafters? Because I could just connect it to this. I won't have to worry. I can connect it to that and we're golden. Like Goldilocks in there. And then I can just rearrange the pump a little bit. Let me see if I can do that. Let me throw these two in here. I need mechanical crafters. Because one, if you upgrade it to the large chunks, or yeah, if you upgrade it to the heaps of experience, it's basically 4 of these, or however much these give. I can't fully remember how much they give, but this will make it a lot better. And then hopefully at some point we could do hyper experience, which will suck because we need glowing sacks and lapis. Lapis is pretty easy to get. We have that. We just don't have the glowing sack. So if we can get a little farm that can make all of that, we'll be good. And then we just gotta blaze cake, which lava and blaze cake base. Really, that's pretty easy. I have infinite amounts of lava. So where are my mechanical crafters? If I have any. I know I didn't use that much. They might be in my storage though. Never mind. Hey, 4, just enough of what I needed. All right, so all these will combine down. We just put a funnel here. That'll input all that into there, which will then drop. I don't have an extra pick other than Soak Touch. I do have Soak Touch extra, so I'm not too worried about that. And then heaps of experience do a lot more. And I did notice that when I was testing this. So when they come in here, it's going to create heaps of experience, like the actual thing. If I put it, I'm going to test this out real quick. Oh, there goes pickaxe. These go down and they go into a barrel. I have an extra barrel. Brother, where are my barrels? There we go. So those will drop into that. Let me go get the pickaxe real quick because I'm going to need that. And I really don't want to use the drill because it's going to mess everything up. Wow, bright. Very fun. All right, so that will turn it all into... Let's just pop all this because that's going to make it all on the same thing. Basically, once one goes in, it will basically apply all of it. So that goes in. That would then convert into heaps, which will go in here. And then we just need this enchanter, which will drop the items onto that. And then what we got to do is just get these. That should go in and just collect all that. Oh no, it has to be underneath. Brother, I just need one more pipe. Okay, so that would just keep it up. That will keep it going. Let me verify real quick. Hold. Is it full? No, it's just 4 little ones. Never mind, I realize these need power. Duh. Real quick, if I actually test this myself. Oh, it has to use a belt to go on it. Oh god, hold on. Okay, so if I do that here then, where'd you come from? How'd you get something? What? Okay. Okay, so if I get 2 belts, we do, come on. Okay, where did my belts? I may be out of belts. I may need more kelp. That's not good. All right, well, I gotta go and see if I have more kelp. If not, I gotta cook up some more. Hopefully make some more belts. Hello, do I have any belts today? No, but I do have some bombs. I will gladly take those and put them in a belt. Perfect. We'll get back to enchanting here in a minute. I wanna make it to where I can hold more. If I put it encased here, this should make it to where they just stop on this, and it shouldn't pop off if I do that. Yeah. And then if I do another brick, I can just put the brick back. That'll be fine. It'll all go in here, jump onto that. And then these need power, which I'm going to do some testing of wonders here. Say I do this. I could do another encased chain drive, and that would just pop it down one more without being able to cause a problem. I just need to know if I have any more. I do. Of course I do. All right, so that will pop down. Do that. I just got to make sure this can rotate the correct way because it has to go into that. So our main power is coming from this. If I drop this down, I need 2 gearboxes. Well, that won't work. I need a gearbox. All right, so that will go in. That will connect that way. So that will come down, power all this, power this one. Hopefully get it going that way. If not, we're going to have to swap these out a little bit. This will give power, and then we'll go like that. So that's connected on that one, which connect. Okay, hold on. So this connects on here, which will power all this, hopefully giving this the correct rotation. If it does, it'll power all here, which will power this. If it doesn't, we're going to have to add a gearbox here and a gearbox here. So this will, because right now, whatever way these spin, all right, we're going to have to test it out real quick. Nope, wrong way. Caught it. I didn't even think that was spinning because none of that was going. No, none of that's spinning. This isn't going the correct way anyway, so let me just do that. Hopefully that gets it the correct way. This will give power. I need another gear ball. And we'll go here. Okay, let's verify. Let me just take these real quick. They're free. Okay, that goes. That connects down. Still going the wrong way. Do that. I just need another gearbox. There we go. That should be fine then. That will spin. That will get them all on that side, which then will pop in here. Okay, that all goes down. It does fill very fast. Okay, so at least that's good. This will hit when this has room, which does mean a lot more, but there also is chunk or entity cramming, so it will kill them if they're in there anyways. So it will partially save us. This makes it to where we have more XP flowing in. Now, something I could do, I could add another one here just so we have 2 going at the same time. These could be right in front of each other and they still work. I could make to where it does the same thing. We have this push out 1. I just increase this. I'm going to need another belt, but actually I'm going to need like 2 belts because I'm going to need a tunnel here, which will split them out. Okay, hold on. How many is on here? 53. Split 26. That will actually make it work a little bit better. So it's mainly 50 that drops out. Now, this only held about like 20 at a time. It didn't fully get there, so we should be able to add more. I just need another belt. And then we got to make a tunnel and expand out just a little bit. There we go. There's a belt. There's a tunnel. Glad I didn't have to make that. Hopefully this makes it go a little bit faster. Now, I'm going to need 4 more things, but... Oh, this is only going to go if it's like this. Come on. Can you work? God, that took forever. So technically I could do 2 more. So if I do this, we have tunnel. So this will input, this will force around that way. Obviously that side won't be able to do anything. We'll do a force split just so it forces it. And then I could do a chunk crafter here on these 4 and a crafter here on these 4. If this one's full, it will go down here and collect that one. Put these 2 here so it'll stop. Going the wrong way anyway, so let me just... That's still going the wrong way. I gotta try and add those 2. That'll be perfectly fine. That will still power. And then all I gotta do is just cogwheels. Boom, boom. And that will power... those will have E. Let me go see if I have more mechanical crafters. Okay, so I got 8. That's good. Alright, so all those would do that. That's perfectly fine. We'll just add casings here so I won't see it, even though, well, we will. It does make it look a little bit worse, but honestly, if I can push this out more and have that fill up a little bit faster, it's gonna be worth it. All right, so those will split out, go that way. We'll just do that. Hopefully it will collect them in time. If not, well, actually I could just do that and they'll stop it from going. What'd I break? Oh no, that's still going. Okay, I think I know why these 2 aren't spinning. I don't have power connected to them. That would make the most sense. This I can really hide. We can do that. All right, so all that should be good. Those 4 will still activate. Let me actually verify if I can do that. I'll wait for it to make what it needs. Hopefully it doesn't crash us. Why are you not spinning anymore? Those 2 are. This one's not. You're not spinning even though... Dang, that's one thing I forgot to do. Okay, hold on. I gotta do this from backside to the inside. Otherwise, it's just gonna mess it up. Let me take all this. I'm not worried about that. We'll do that. Boom. That should connect that one. And then over here, we can do the same exact. Oh, see, I didn't fix them with the right angle. And that's fine as long as that connects into there. All right, so if I connect that one in there, I do these two. That will still push it in. I do that. Do same thing on that one. Not what I was trying. Shit, not what I want. Actually, no, we need it here because that's the only way that tunnel can actually work. Yeah, tunnel will go here. That will push out onto that one. Then we have funnel that connects onto there. Push forward. That will go on here. That will go there. Okay. Hopefully. Oh, that's fixed. Well, not you. Give me all this. All right, all this should work. Let me just throw all this stuff in just so my inventory doesn't confuse me. Get a force round or force split. More power now. Not removing all that because that's already there. Where's our power connected? Let's connect on that one. Okay, so it's right where the split is. Okay. You're going the correct way. All you go in, all that goes. This should fill up. Let's just split it out a little bit faster. Obviously, we're going to have overflow, apparently. And it works. I mean, it's still doing practically the same, maybe a little bit more with what's coming in here. And now we're going up by 20 at a time. Doesn't seem to be going that much faster, which kind of sucks because I was hoping it would. Yeah, we'll just keep it like that. Let me fill all this in with the cobblestone. Where'd I get 3 glass bottles from? What? How did I get those? All right, there we go. All that should just go in now. Yeah, it's definitely going faster with this. Alrighty. Well, I'm guessing the heap of experience is better over time. The small ones are better for like instant. Right now we need instant. We don't need over time. Because the heaps only did 20 for adding to this. This is doing 100 to 300 right now. Sometimes 4 if we're lucky enough. Yeah, definitely doing it this way is better. I just wish it was a little bit faster. That's the only thing I'm wishing for right now. It's a little bit faster. Let me sit here, get some XP real quick, and then we can start combining our enchants and then, well, getting more. We'll just let that keep going. Let it farm whatever it needs to. Pickaxe, I'm going to throw you back in here because we don't need to work on you. And then we have to do... All right, let's combine these two. Level 5. All right, so yeah, sharp 5. We do need a fire aspect too. I don't have the book for it. I had another sharp 4 this entire time. Okay, that's good to know. I might have one sitting in storage. Oh no, last time I knew I took all the books from storage and then, well, I got rid of them. Enderman, I'm going to end your life. Stop it. Where are you? Power 4. Almost said 5. Punch 1. I do have a trident too. It is not enchanted. I thought I had an enchanted trident somewhere. I got bows. Too bad I don't need them. All right, I need some books. I should have a good chunk of them. I don't know if I used all of them last time though. We'll just hold on some lapis. All right, well, I guess we'll use the books that we have. I'll just remove the enchants for these and I don't have to worry about ever using them ever again because they're practically useless, especially because I don't need them. All right, so the enchants we need. We have sharpness. We just need fire aspect. We have sweeping edge. We need looting and unbreaking. So fire, looting, unbreaking. That's a fire aspect 1 on a level 3. Give me 2, brother. Really, another one? I could have had it, but that's 30. There's one fire aspect, I guess. Fire aspect, I'll throw you in there. Need another smite? No. Knockback we are not doing because we obviously have extra 3 reach. We don't need it. Impaling, you're not needed. There's looting too. We can use that. Might as well take that and hold off. I just need one more fire aspect and, well, another level 2 looting, but... And then we need unbreaking, which, if you know, we struggled for unbreaking. And we're also out of levels, so now I gotta stay here again. Alright, so while we are here getting XP, let me just throw a looting up here. We need another fire aspect to finish that off. The max is at level 2. And then we need another looting, hopefully another level 2 looting. If not, we're gonna have to go with 2 level 1s, upgrade to 2 level 2s, and boom. That will be level 3. And then we just need unbreaking, which I don't have because, well, enchantment table won't give me any unbreaking. Now, if I kept the old ones, I probably would have been done with the majority of this, but I didn't. And level 100. Bane, useless. Fortune 3. I don't need it. I already have it. So there was a looting right there. I didn't pay attention. Sharpness, no. We have sharp 4, 5, something like that. Oh, I'm breaking 3. Perfect. Unbreaking 3 is complete. All we need is looting 2 and fire aspect. Sweeping edge, we already have it. What a waste. Silk touch, don't need. I'm not worried about that. Fire aspect 2. A fire aspect 2. Fire aspect 1. I need a fire aspect. Wait, no, fire aspect 2 is the limit. I could get rid of this one now. Yes. All right, now we just need a looting. That is it. Just one more looting. Well, I need more lapis. Let me grab that real quick. There we go. I just need looting. Give. Breaking 3. Keep that just in case. I don't know what other one doesn't have that, so I'm going to keep it. Stepsider we don't need. We are done with armor. Piercing. Too bad I don't have a crossbow. Oh, look, there's thorns after it took me so many times to get it. Now I'm struggling for looting. Silk touch on a level 2. Wow. If only I needed this silk touch. That would have been great. I don't. Alright, well, I ran out of lapis again, so I got to go back over to our mining area and, well, grab some more lapis. And I'm probably going to grab a whole bunch this time just so I'm not stuck over here. Alrighty, well, we got all our lapis. I'm just going to throw this, as much as I can at least, in here. And maybe some in here. I need one thing of looting. That is it. I don't know why it's taken so long just for one more thing of looting. Like, no clue on the reasons why. It really shouldn't take this long. Where am I looting? I want my sword to have looting on it, not fire aspect. Now see, I might have a higher chance of doing looting on a 30, but if it actually shows, that's when I'm going to do it. Because I don't want to keep doing level 30s and have the chance of getting something completely different than what I don't need. Oh my god, it's there. I finally have 2 looting 2s. Hooray. Alright, the sword is complete. I'm not going to have enough levels for this, but oh well, we'll see how far we can get with it. So first thing we have to do the sword with looting. Yep. And then we got to do sweeping 3 with unbreaking, sword with sweeping. We got to do sharp 5 with mending, then sword with the book, which we can't do because we don't have levels. Nice. What is this one? Oh, that one's the fire aspect. Imagine putting efficiency on a sword. That'd be too bad. It's not possible. Shower me. Yes. Yes. Shower. Probably gonna have to sit here for a few minutes just so I can get the rest of everything. Alright. Oh well, we have enough. Hopefully. Maybe we can get the other enchants a little bit easier. I mean, it's an axe and a shovel. We should be good. Alright, so there's these two, and this one, that one. There we go. We have a sword that is fully decked out. Let me go get the other ones, and then I will see what enchants I want to do, and then I gotta try and figure out how I can do them in order to where they don't spend so much. Good thing I have them breaking because these don't have them breaking. All right, so the axe. Now this one's going to be pretty easy. I technically already have everything I could use for it. If we do sharpness on it, obviously it's just going to make it do more damage. I have a sword for that reason. I don't need to worry about an axe having more damage. I mean, let's see. This one's at an 11 with all the upgrades. So actually, yeah. So with the enchants we have +7. It has a total of 11. I mean, the axe does have a little bit more. It has 1 extra damage than the sword, but the cooldown time is a lot more. It has a 1.8 attack speed. This has a 1.1. Yeah, so I'd rather just have the base normal enchants on this one than adding sharpness or smite or whatever I need for it. So the ones that we're using is efficiency, mending, and unbreaking. Because if we add fortune to this, fortune doesn't do anything other than give more apples from trees and a little bit more seeds. And possibly like melons, I think it was. So we already have everything else, so we don't need to worry about all of that. So let me go ahead and enchant this first. All we got to do is do the axe with the efficiency, axe with unbreaking, and then axe with mending. Pretty simple. Axe with unbreaking and axe with mending. There we go. Our axe is complete. It is a simple, good axe. All right, for the shovel, again, we're just going to need efficiency, mending, and unbreaking. I did realize that I could use efficiency on this again to get efficiency 5. So if we do find 3 more efficiency 4s, I can combine our pick, axe, and shovel to get all efficiency 5. But I just have to find those first. And I'll be honest, if I'm trying to look for it, it's going to be pretty difficult to find. If I don't, it's going to be very easy to find. So first thing is, the shovel with efficiency. Why am I going in here? Actually, what would it give? What would it give? Unbreaking. Oh, so the time I need unbreaking, you can't put it on a book, but you can put it on a shovel. Brother, what? And it goes shovel with unbreaking 3, and then mending is final. All right, we have a fully good set of top tier materials and tools and weapons. Now, I wasn't able to find a little thing that was making it to where I can combine the jetpack with a chest plate. There is another one though that is kind of a back tank. It's just it looks like a back tank, except it's a jetpack, and you can combine it with a chest plate. So, and it uses pressurized air, which, I mean, really it's just rotational power. So, if I add that in, we'll have to get rid of this one, which means I would probably have to get rid of the jetpack. We would have to keep the tanks in general just because of the drill, but that would also save us a little. I don't know how big the jetpacks for like the back tank jetpacks or whatever they are can work. So hopefully I don't have to worry, and then we can just keep doing what we need to and we'll be perfectly fine. I don't know. I'm going to have to test it out, see how well that works. If it works better than how this one is, we're going to swap. So it means we're going to have to make a whole nother jetpack. This one will be retired and basically thrown away because I won't keep it because it's going to waste space. And I don't want that. So, and then I should be able to add it to our chest plate. That means I can have my chest plate. I can have the back tank. We can have full sets of armor. And then there was another one with the goggles. Obviously, we have goggles like this, so I can still add a helmet. That's perfect. So I won't need the other one that can combine the helmet and the goggles, which I mean, I won't really need because they're separate. I'm okay with that. I just want the jetpack one. So our full armor is set. We are completely, we are done with that. We don't have to worry. We have top-notch armor, but we're not going to be wearing it until we can test the whole new jetpack and everything. If we get that, we'll be fully set. I don't have to do anything. And then another thing we're going to have to work on is our storage, because that means I can actually get our storage organized. I won't have to worry about random blocks everywhere like how it is now, where it's just a complete horrible mess, because searching through this is a pain. And honestly, we only have that side. We don't even have this side. Now I will keep them storage drawers just because I have these to them. Obviously I could do these more now just because I have godforsaken amounts of emerald. And then if we do upgrades, this is the max one. I can't do avoid upgrades because it destroys excessive items, which technically would be good adding one into this just in case if we go over, it was just delete it. That would be fine. And it's actually really easy to make. So when I take something out, all it's going to do is just refill what it needs and get rid of the rest, which I'll be honest is pretty good. I'm not going to worry about running out or having so many different spots full, which means if I do that for all of this, I will need about 3,000 of these if I keep it like this. Obviously, if you shrink it down, we'll need less, but the best thing about that, let me get off of the track. The best thing about that is we have a obsidian farm. I literally don't have to worry about going to get obsidian now. So that's the good thing about that. Obviously, creative storage is near infinite storage. We don't have access to that. Creative vending, we don't have access to that. I don't need any of those. Illumination illuminates drawers, labels, and dark. I don't know how you look. That might be pretty cool. This shows how full storage is, which would be pretty good. Distribute items evenly across slots. So I'm guessing that's for like these ones. Let's single drawer remotely connect to controller. What? Okay, so the ones that would mainly be good are the storage upgrades, 32s, and then void upgrades. Yes, that means we lose a little bit more stacks in here, but if it gets rid of all the excess stuff instead of clogging up the machine, like back here, then I'll do it. I don't care. It can get rid of it all at once. And then obviously once we have trains coming in, I'm not going to have to worry about really anything ever. We will always have something. And then that lets me cut down my backpacks to 3 or maybe 1. Backpack upgrades, we have pickup upgrades. Each one of the backpacks will have a crafting upgrade, which is what I want. Magnet will be good for our exploring backpack, I guess, if we have one. Each one will have feeding because one will have feeding. One will be filled with to like the max end. So it will be a full diamond backpack filled with food, and that will just keep me fed. Really, I shouldn't have to worry about that for probably a few months. That should keep me stacked for a little bit, depending on the food I put in. So yeah, we'll have to do a crafting upgrade. That should be pretty easy. And then we'll have to do stack upgrades also, and that should make it a little bit better. I don't know if I can throw multiple in one, because if I can, I will have one for food plus stack upgrades. So really that might last us quite a few months. Jukebox, that's annoying, we don't need. Replace this part of the backpack's inventory with fluid storage. That would be good, but I don't know about that yet. So yeah, I'll have to see what we can do with the backpacks. Obviously having this many is not needed in any way. And then if we do the other jetpacks, I can hold off on these, or I'll probably still have to keep them. But instead of wasting on the jetpack, we have it for our drill, which really we won't need. Now, am I able to? Oh, I don't know if I can. It says only the drill. I don't know if I can put this on our pickaxe. It would be nice. Oh, hello, pigman. An aquaculture. It does have some pretty good armor and tools and stuff like that, but it's mainly only for water. That I won't need. Neptunium bounties, though. These give sometimes some pretty good things, which would be very nice. But, I mean, once we start our farming island or fishing island, not farming, we should be getting those pretty frequently. So yeah, our armor is done. That is good. We have a pigman now. That's also good. And then we just got to work on new storage room, which means I got to find a good enough building that looks hopefully somewhat like this. And then we can combine it or do it however we need. And that will be able to just throw stuff in. And we can possibly fix our train tracks to where they're straight. We don't have this stupid little gap, which would be better. Yeah. We have a few things that we got to do, but obviously we'll hold off on this until we can get our storage done, just so everything that's in my backpacks can just get thrown in there. I don't have to worry. I don't have to care about what's in my backpack. And then we can empty these. And then I can, instead of having diamond backpacks, you bet your sweet bippy I'm going with netherite. I don't know how much storage this will. You know what? We have upgrade templates. Let's make one real quick before we end the episode. Let me actually go ahead and duplicate some smithing templates. We just need more netherite. Not netherite, netherrack. English. All right, let me get more diamonds because, well, if I can keep holding them, we'll just do that. 2 stacks seems good. Sure. You're not 3. I got diamonds for it. I also have infinite amount of diamonds. I don't care. Netherrack, that's pretty good. Alrighty, let's go ahead and make some more templates, basically by duplicating them. It doubles them. Okay, well, we have 37. I'm only going to need 3. We're going to test with 1. I don't know if this has to be empty. If it does, that's going to suck. It shouldn't. I mean, it should be fine. Let's hope. And then we need 1 piece of netherite, which I mean, I got scrap for it, so I'm not worried. Let me go ahead and smell this up real quick. And then I need my gold. All right, there we go. Let's see how much this turns into. So far, it's this. Pretty simple. It's still a lot, not that much. So boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we get more upgrades. So I'm able to add more of the stacking abilities. Possibly. I don't know. I got to go in testing world and test that out. And we get a little bit more space. Oh, where's my other diamond? Let me do some counting real quick. All right, so with our diamond backpack, it's a 12 by 9. Yeah, so it's a 12 by 9, 12 across, down 9. Basically, is 108 slots of storage. And then the netherite is a 12 by 10. So not really much more space, but instead of 108, it puts it as 120. Again, it's not much, but I will take it. So we will probably just upgrade to netherite backpacks, and then we will have 3 backpacks just in itself, 1 for food, 1 for exploring, and then actually I'll probably have 2 just for 1 for food, 1 for exploring. I won't need extra tools or anything. So yeah, we'll probably just upgrade to netherite backpacks, and then we'll probably just have 2, 1 food, 1 exploring. Not have to worry. And then we only do that once our storage is done. So I gotta try and figure out a building for storage, and also however I can make it look better. Hopefully I can. I don't know yet. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you do want to see some extra content, I do have a second channel in the description. So if you do want to check that out, everything's down below. I also have started recently streaming on Twitch and Kick. So if you do want to check that out, you know where it is. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.